Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of NewTek Tuesday Tutorials. My name is Richard Evans. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Today I'm going to show you the NewTek 12G SDI Spark Plus IO. Ta-da! For turning your 12G SDI sources into NDI and decode your NDI sources into 12G SDI. Now this unit can also be powered via PoE, so today I'm going to connect it to the TriCaster Mini 4K and show you how to use it. Let's check it out. So let's take a look at the connections on the back of the Spark Plus IO module. So you'll see that we have the option to bring in an external power source, or we can plug it into our NDI network right here and power that via PoE. We also have an external audio source bringing in external audio devices. We also have our 12G SDI input and output. Now it can do 12G SDI input and output, but it can also mix and match different SDI sources as well. So now let's go ahead and turn it around and let's plug it in. To connect the 12G SDI Spark Plus IO, you'll just need the unit itself, an Ethernet cable to connect it to your network, an optional power supply, but for today's example, we're not going to need that because we're going to connect it directly into the TriCaster Mini 4K, which has PoE connections on it. So let's go ahead and plug that in first. I'll plug it into the Ethernet jack on the back. And then I have the camera that is currently pointing at me, a 12G SDI signal right here, which I will connect into the input of that system. Now that we have the Spark Plus IO module connected to the TriCaster, I also want to show out that it has a tally light on this as well. So when you're on your program row, it will illuminate red, and when you're on your preview row, it will illuminate green. All right, and that's how you connect it physically. Now let's move over to the interface and take a look at how to bring that signal into our production. All right, so here we are in the TriCaster Mini 4K interface, and I'm going to bring in the output of my Spark Plus IO module into input number 1 by clicking on the gear icon in the bottom right corner of input number 1. And under my source drop-down, I can see all the different sources that are broadcasting on my network, and I'm going to select my Spark IO 12G, bring that in, and ta-da! There we go. There's my signal coming in off of that camera directly into my production. Pretty dang awesome. Coming in via 4K, which is great. Okay, so now let's take a look at the device web page and see how we can configure this a little bit. So this is the landing page for the Connect Spark Plus IO 12G SDI model. And as you can see coming in here, my resolution is coming in at 4K at 60 frames per second. And also, I have an option up here at the very top to set this to decoder mode. So now on the decode page for the Spark Plus IO module, I can now use this device to connect any 12G SDI device to this, so I can then send NDI sources out so you can connect your different 12G SDI devices like a monitor or a video wall. And then using these options here at the bottom, I can then browse my network and select whatever NDI source that I want to output to those 12G SDI devices. So as you can see, the NewTek 12G SDI Spark Plus IO module is great for getting your 12G SDI sources into and out of the NDI environment. Now if you want some more tutorial videos like this one, don't forget to smash the subscribe button on the NewTek YouTube channel available at youtube.com/NewTekInc. You can also sign up for NewTek U for more in-depth training at newtek.com/NewTek-U. And also be sure to visit newtek.tv for product demonstrations, interviews with NewTek users and third-party developers, and a lot more. And if you're posting your work on social media, make sure to tag us using the hashtags NewTek or TriCaster. We love to see how people are using NewTek products to bring their shows to life. And if you want some more information about the 12G SDI Spark Plus IO, you can talk to your local reseller or visit our website, newtek.com. That's all for this episode. I'll see you again next time for another edition of NewTek Tuesday Tutorials.